CCX Sports presents coverage of high school girls soccer. Tonight's a Northwest Suburban Conference match featuring the Totino-Grace Eagles and the Maple Grove Crimson. From Maple Grove High School, John Jacobson with you for tonight's telecast. Jay Wilcox will be along later for the boys match between the Eagles and the Crimson. Maple Grove, a top 10 team. They've been an outstanding program for the past several years, multiple state tournament appearances. No state tourney, of course, in 2020, but the Crimson with a goal to get back there here in 2021 out of Section 5 3A. Totino-Grace plays in Section 4 2A as they've added a third class, of course, in high school soccer for both the boys and the girls this year. The Eagles come in with a record of 6-4-1 on the season. Maple Grove, as I mentioned, ranked. They are 10-1-1 on the season, one of the top teams in the conference as they shoot for not only a section tournament championship later in October, but also a conference championship, they hope, here in a couple of weeks. We'll get started with the first half. Totino-Grace and Maple Grove High School Girls Soccer live on CCX right after this. We're back at Maple Grove High School getting ready for girls soccer between Totino-Grace and Maple Grove. Had some rain pass through earlier this afternoon and a chance for more this evening, if not during this match, during the boys match, but a very mild for the last day of September, 76 degrees with a light wind and just cloudy skies now. As I mentioned, the rain has passed and hopefully will hold off for the rest of this match. You see Maple Grove in their gold uniforms with the crimson trim, and Totino-Grace in white with the navy trim. As you look at Grace starting keeper Kaylin Cantwell at one end a moment ago. He's a sophomore getting the start tonight in net for Totino-Grace. And a look at the starting lineup for each team's. You see our keepers on the bottom, Kautzman and Cantwell, and the rest of the 11 starters above them for each side. For Maple Grove, a lot of girls that have state tournament appearances, and from 2 years ago even. A lot of seniors and juniors, no sophomores on their squad, a couple of freshmen that will dress tonight, but a very veteran team. A lot of seniors for Totino-Grace as well, but a mix of sophomores and juniors in their lineup as well on their roster. So underway, possession for the Crimson. Playing on their back end, trying to keep it away from Caitlin Brandt, who is the closest Totino-Grace forward. It's out of midfield. Sarah Nisler handling it there and chipped ahead. And now will come toward the sideline. And a good takeaway by Cecilia Savard for Totino-Grace. Taken by Bree Sullivan of Maple Grove, playing to the middle of the field. That's broken up. And then chipped down the right side by Avery Toms. Taken back by Totino-Grace. They get it out to midfield to Brandt. Drops a short pass. Back and work it up the right side. On a feed to Molly Vance. And it's Kendall Quall controlling for Maple Grove. So to touch it back to her keeper, Ingrid Kautzman. Kautzman this time pushing it out to her right to Maddie Raymond. And broken up and out by Mackenzie Kane of Totino-Grace. Throw in for Maple Grove. Header by Grace to try to get possession of the ball back. Maple Grove gets possession back. Trying to work it to Helene Gates down on the left side. Battling there with Vance for control. Vanced up the left sideline. Or Savard will take it and drop it back for Mary Blaska. And broken up by Gates, knocked out. A throw in for Totino. Savard on the throw in, a little bit too high for her target, headed back by Maple Grove. Off the head of Quall. Now advancing it about 30 yards out, shift toward the middle of the field by Lauren Zimmerman. And this will roll all the way wide of the goal and short of the goal. Kaylin Cantwell. Cantwell getting her first touch on the ball. And Cantwell booting it out toward midfield. This will roll out, and it'll be a goal kick coming for Totino-Grace. And a Glam will take this for the Eagles. Toward midfield, where it came to McKenna Callan of Maple Grove. Could not keep it in play for her team. We'll get a throw in for the Eagles. Margot Van Voorhees getting it in play. Header. Brandt trying to knock it down. And a takeaway here for Grace. And on the back end, though, for Maple Grove, Crimson able to play it out of danger. Pass picked off midfield by Nissler. Trying to fight off Emily Ling for possession of the ball. Marie Sullivan will touch it back for Quall and then back again to the keeper Kotzman. Broken up by the Eagles on the clearing attempt. It's a Kane again on the play, number 8 for Grace. Eagles keeping some pressure on Maple Grove early here. Well, no shots yet on goal. Knocked out of bounds by Collin. We're going to throw in for the Eagles. Margot Voorhees on the inbound. They'll try it again. So it was knocked out by Raymond of Maple Grove. Throw in here a little bit high, but Brandt catches up to it. Cleared and then shot on net. And the first stop of the game for either side goes to Kotzman. Out to midfield where it's broken up briefly by Savard, and then Maple Grove getting possession again. Some short passes here. Now Maple Grove will play it back, and Quall set it up on the back end, gets it to midfield. Offside Gates, can she catch up to it? Nice job to keep it in play, but Eagles got possession and turned it back over to Maple Grove where Toms has it. Played out by Grace. Will get a throw in deep for Maple Grove. Bree Sullivan, the senior midfielder, putting it in play. Chipped out in front, a lot of traffic there. Blaska has it for Grace, feeds it out on the outside to Vans. And gets a strong leg into it across midfield. Chased down by Quall and back to Kotzman. Kotzman to Raymond. Lund trying to push it up the right side for Maple Grove. Possession lost. It's over to Grace. Throw in here, Eagles. Cleared up to midfield. Now Maple Grove trying to get a chance. Quinn Omar, been their top scorer this year, plays it to the middle. And a good break up on that ball. Well defended a moment ago by the Eagles' Mary Blaska. Free kick coming for Totino-Grace. Lamb to out near midfield. Able to get it up to Brandt there. Taken away from her. Long ball to the middle. Will come back and played by Savard. Driving it upfield and gets broken up by McCallan. Left side, Voorhees. Cross midfield. But in possession of Maple Grove again. Quall. Feeds a pass up for Gates. Now left side it comes to Sullivan. Trying to work her way past Vance. Short pass ahead. Broken up by the Eagles. Possession ahead comes to Kierlaney and lost it. And touched back by Nisler. To Quall and over to Raymond again. Quall's pass for Gates. Takes a return pass from Nisler. Trying to settle the ball down and does. Pass it off for Collin, who drives it deep, but it'll be wide of the net and scooped up there by Cantwell. No score, about 9 minutes into this first half. Totino-Grace and Maple Grove. The sun has come out here in Maple Grove High School. Final day of September. Only a couple weeks left in the regular season and the playoffs coming. Less than 2 weeks, actually, and the postseason will be here for high school soccer 2021. Maple Grove resetting at the back end. Pass coming to Sullivan. Missed on her pass as Savard picks it off. Feeds it off to her right to Vance. Chance for Grace here as Vance tries to push in past Quall. And then driven out. Good cover up there by Maple Grove. Making sure Vance didn't get any farther in, or Savard rather. And Vance both attacking on the offensive end. Ball comes short of the goal, so go out off of Maple Grove. Another throw in for Totino-Grace. It'll be handled by Cecilia Savard. Kick off here for Maple Grove. It's Nisler. To the middle of the field. Omar back to a little too far for Nisler, trying to feed her back. And there first was Vance for Totino-Grace. The ball still in play. Sat there for a moment. Collision. Play on. Savard has it. Now we get a whistle. And a foul whistled against Maple Grove. Free kick for Blaska. Kane dropping it back. Ball pitched deep into the Maple Grove end. Kotzman out to run it down. That's intended for Gates. And intercepted. Yeah, Savard got it out of danger. Chipped by Sullivan of Maple Grove to midfield. Returned by Ling across on the Maple Grove side. Now a long pass down, trying to get it to Zimmerman. Trying to maneuver past the Eagles defenders. Comes back. Gates with a shot, and that's high. And out of play. First shot for Maple Grove, not on goal, but a little bit high, and will be a goal kick here for Totino-Grace. So look at it again. Gates is pretty good scoring position here, and ideally had wanted to arc that just over the head of Cantwell, and just a little too high on the shot. Savard's pass intended for Vance got broken up by Sullivan. It's out of bounds off of Grace. Throw in by Sullivan. Comes to Vance again. Gates moves in. Steals the pass away. Poked away as the Eagles regain control. Out they'll come. Vance taking the pass from Laney. Trying to play it back. Laney gets herself back into position, looking to move past Toms. Chipping it out of play. Goal kick, Maple Grove.
Subbing in for the Eagles, number 18, Julia Pouliot.
Julia Pouliot, number 18, into the match for Totino-Grace. Into Quall, the strong leg gets it out to midfield. Header there by Blaska of Totino-Grace, left side. Voorhees. Across midfield with her kick, but out of play. Throw in Maple Grove. The Eagles throw in. Header toward the corner. And look, it's off of Grace and out of play. Throw in for Maple Grove. And this one goes off of Macy Sides and out. So the Eagles will gain possession back.
Eagles, number 11, Ella Voorhees.
Ella Voorhees, number 11, now into the match for Totino. Sister Margot Voorhees on the inbound pass. Trying to get it toward the front of the net, but broken up. Played by Quall toward the sideline. But still in plays, it nears midfield and off of a Crimson player and out. Margot Voorhees on the inbound. Get her back by the Crimson. Trap there. So go wide of the net and gathered up there by Kotzman. Eagles across midfield. It's Laney. Well, Pouliot. Chip it ahead left side. Sent out by the Crimson. Throw in Totino. Margot Voorhees getting it in play. And driven by Quall to the sideline, and it's going to roll out. Takeaway by Maple Grove. They play it to midfield. Gates redirect the ball. Eagles Savard chasing it down and can keep it in play. Throw in here for Maple Grove. Franny Gostansky, number 17, into the match. Gates will get a rest here for Totino, or for Maple Grove rather. Crimson 11th of the throw in. Sullivan's pass gets past Allison Lindblom. Now Voorhees to go off of Maple Grove, off of Totino-Grace, and Maple Grove with the inbound by Sullivan. Comes to Nisler and drops it back there for Toms. Eagles had possession for a moment, can't keep it after more than one pass there, and Sullivan throws it in, misses her target as she was trying to get it to Gustansky, and it rolls out for a goal kick for Totino-Grace. Eagles on the goal kick. Stansky got a foot on it for Maple Grove. Voorhees for Emily Ling, trying to return the pass. Out of play, throw in for Maple Grove by Sullivan. Deflected out by the Eagles. Sullivan will do it again. And again, knocked out by Grace off the foot of Savard. They'll move up another 15 yards or so and get another throw in. And they're going to get a first corner kick of the night as Limbu was trying to center it. It goes off of Blaska and out. So Gustansky will set it up on the corner. To the front of the net, headed back out by Grace. Comes to Gustansky. Trying to control and can't hold off the defender. Well played by the Eagles as they move it back upfield as Ling started that play. And now as they reach midfield, it's taken back by Maple Grove. Kotzman, and the short pass to Quall, across for Raymond. Right side. Played back toward the middle by Sides. Off to Gustansky. Trying to get in the middle to Quinn Omar. He's only had one touch on the ball, or a couple touches so far. Been quiet so far. Crimson senior with 8 goals on the year coming in. Now it's Gustansky. Going to get things started again for the Crimson. Lindblom pass. Taken back by Savard. Touch on it by El Voorhees. Gets the return pass from Laney. Go back to Laney again, and who's it off of? Off of Gustansky. Throw in here for Totino-Grace. Lawrence Newstead, number 14, into the match for Totino-Grace. Sullivan's throw in, trying to feed it to Lindblom. Blaska had control, got it to a teammate who drives it out past midfield. Short pass intended for Nisler, picked off by Ling. Nisler gets it again, marked up by Ling there pretty well. Trying to feed it to Omar. That got broken up by Glam. Well defended by the Eagles so far here in the first 22 minutes of the match. Maple Grove with one shot, but no shots on goal yet. And this one would have gone wide, so it's a shot, but still not a shot on goal. It's gathered in by Cantwell. Sullivan breaks up that ball. Laska. Pouliot. Out across midfield. Pass intended for Snewstad. Raymond with it. Out of Quall. Back to Raymond again. And played by Lund out to midfield. It's back to Lund again, trying to feed it to Toms, and does. Maple Grove continuing to advance it. Gostansky, though, runs into Savar there, takes it away. Kotzman will take the ball back from Quall. Long ball across midfield. Savard, nice give and go there from Ella Voorhees. Now Savard trying to feed it back for Voorhees. Is in a race with Sullivan for it. And Sullivan, a nice takeaway for Maple Grove. She'll turn, drive it across midfield. Looking to feed it up to Lindblom. The Eagles have it, though, on the back end. Margot Voorhees out to midfield. Blaska. And this is going to go off of Grace on the throw in for Maple Grove. McKenna Cullen in for Maple Grove. Grace Spavacek in for Totino-Grace. Header, it's broken up by Grace. Now the shot away, and that one will just go wide. Cantwell got a piece of it, so it will go as a corner kick here. And the first shot on goal for Maple Grove as you look at it again. And the job Cantwell was there to deflect that one wide. Now here off the corner comes to Cantwell. Ball is loose. Trying to knock it past was Lindblom, but Cantwell able to cover up on it. So Grace survives that. They're back on the attack again. Newstead upped it back. Shot away, but it goes wide by Laney and out of play.
Subbing in for the Eagles, number 13.
Kayla Terhar, number 13, in for Totino-Grace. Lauren Zimmerman back into the match, number 15 for Maple Grove. Brent Lund kick it out where it's knocked down by the Eagles and then controlled again by Maple Grove. Sullivan. Nistler trying to pass it ahead. That's intercepted by the Eagles. Laney. Trying to move it ahead. side, and Grace unable to do anything with that. Out of play. Twelve and a half minutes to go here in the first half. Now here come the Eagles attacking. This will go out of play. Snewstead, the closest Eagles forward to the ball, but couldn't catch up to it. And another goal kick for Maple Grove.
Filling in for your Crimson, number 20, Helene Gates.
Elaine Gates back in for Maple Grove, replacing Sarah Nisler. Out of play off of Maple Grove. Throw in for Totino. Here's Snewstead. Fighting with Raymond for control. The throw in is from Laney. To Snewstead. And it's going to go over to Maple Grove. Winding down towards 10 minutes to play here in a scoreless first half. Mary Blaska coming back into the play. And take it away from Zimmerman, who now gets it back. Passing for Gates ahead. Blaska trying to mark her up and does take it away. Good play by Blaska. Got it ahead to Laney. And the Eagles are at midfield. Right side pass for Snewstead. Cut off, and it's Quall taking it away. She'll turn it back upfield to Gates. Eagles got possession again. It's on Ella Voorhees' foot, now back out. Midfield, and comes to Savard. Her pass taken by Maple Grove. Along the sideline, Eagles need possession back at midfield. Crimson with the takeaway for a moment. The Eagles then get possession back. Touched out by the Crimson. Throw in by Laney. Now she's going to hand it off. As you look at Matt Thibodeau, he's two of the more veteran coaches in this conference. Matt Thibodeau, 14 years now at Totino-Grace, has had his team in the state tournament before. One of his former players, Abby Welly, sitting to his left, was on their state tournament team 10 years ago. This will roll out and be a goal kick for Maple Grove. Here's a look at Abby Welly, in 2012 graduate. The Eagles playing in Class A then, now Class 2A. And Abby, really an outstanding player for the Eagles. They've certainly had their success in girls soccer throughout the years. Two really good programs here on display this afternoon. An even match, though. Not only on the scoreboard, just the way that it's unfolded the first 33 minutes. No real advantage to either side. Alaska getting back into the play to take away a scoring chance there. Really played a nice match. Zimmerman was trying to hone in there on Cantwell in the goal, and Alaska got involved in the play. Now here's Omar for Maple Grove. Cross for Gutansky, trying to get around Savard. Savard able to get it to Vance. Out of play, throw in Maple Grove. Well played by Grace there a couple of times to take away scoring chances potentially for Maple Grove. Loose ball here. Grace still with control. Here's Savard. A head onto the foot of Brandt. Play to the left side by Pouliot. And chased down there by Spivacek. Cross midfield onto the foot of Brandt. Too far on the pass. Maple Grove controls. Gets it back to Kotzman. Our goal kick broken up. Goes to the sideline off Maple Grove. Throw in Eagles. Julia Lewis coming in for Maple Grove. And Chloe Nuss, number 21, in for Totino-Grace. Look at Ben Levon. They are still defending state champions. Won the title in 2019, and we said in the pregame, no state tournament last year. Really an outstanding group again this season. Dinah's number one team in the state. They're going to be tough to beat, but Maple Grove certainly a chance to, at the very least, get back to state out of Section 5-3A this season. We'll find out here in the coming weeks. Eagles trying to cross the ball to the middle here. A short pass instead. Delaney drops it back. Driven on net, and on a couple of bounces, Kotzman with the save. So we're inside of 5 minutes to play in a scoreless first half. Here's Savard. On her pass across midfield, trying to feed it ahead for Brandt, but instead it's Quall able to get it back to Kotzman. They get a line on that clearing attempt. The Eagles intercept, and then broken up by Maple Grove. Avery Toms made sure that didn't become a scoring chance for Totino-Grace. Get a throw in here for Raymond. Jonah King, number 28, in for Maple Grove. And Emily Ling, number 20, in for Totino-Grace. Here's Toms for Maple Grove. And across midfield, nicely played ahead to Zimmerman. Back to the sideline, and now we got a throw in for Maple Grove. Kang will take the throw in, trying to feed it to Zimmerman, instead headed by Spivacek out. Kick to near midfield. Brandt trying to get for the short pass, with that intercepted by Grove. All the way back to Quall. Pass intended at midfield for Gostansky. Missed her. Eagles gained possession. And then their pass missing at midfield, trying to feed it up for Nuss. We'll get the throw in for Sullivan. Savard back for it. Toms back for Quall. Raymond and across midfield by Maple Grove. Under 2 minutes to go in the half. Stansky taking the return pass from Callan. Tried to cross it, and that was broken up by Savard. It was off the Eagles and out, so Maple Grove will have to reset from the sideline with Sullivan on the throw in. Blaska for TG. They'll spin it out of bounds. Now the throw in coming for Maple Grove. Here's Zimmerman, got a little free space and able to get a shot in on net. Saved by Cantwell. Header at midfield by Cherhar of Totino-Grace. Quall ahead for Gostansky. Failed to connect with Zimmerman. Eagles drive it back to midfield. 30 seconds to go in the half. Ball coming loose. Eagles clearing, but not all the way out. Stansky trying to drive it in. Goes down, ball is out. And it's going to go to Totino-Grace. We'll get a substitution as well. Margot Voorhees coming back in. The final seconds are going to tick off the clock here.
3, 2, 1.
And so we go to halftime. Scoreless. Not a lot of great scoring chances at all in that first half, and the scoreboard reflecting it. It is 0-0 at the half. Totino-Grace, Maple Grove, high school girls soccer on CCX. We'll come back with some first half highlights and stats and more right after this.
CCX Media, your source for great local programming, is now available on Roku and Apple TV. Our free app allows you to stream all 3 of our channels live. You'll also have access to a large on-demand library, including daily newscasts and full sporting events. To find the app, go to the store and search CCX and download our free app. Then sit back and enjoy all of your favorite local content. Now available on Roku and Apple TV.
No score, Totino-Grace, Maple Grove High School girls soccer tonight on CCX. The boys match between these two schools to follow with Jay Wilcox and the rest of our crew tonight at about 7 o'clock this evening. Not a lot of highlights, to be honest, in the first 40 minutes of play, as the shots on goal have been limited. One of the better opportunities there, although Helene Gates' shot goes high as the Crimson able to trap the Eagles there. Another shot away, and that was the best scoring opportunity. Cantwell getting a piece of that ball, and then right after that, the corner kick that ensued, almost losing it, but able to keep control as Lindblad was right there next to her, and that was it. The shots 5-3 in favor of Maple Grove, and the shots on goal 3-2 in favor of the Crimson. Not a lot of fouls, been a clean game, and just the 2 corner kicks so far, and they've both gone to Maple Grove.
As I mentioned, the season will end here in a couple of weeks, and then we'll have the playoffs coming in mid-October and the state tournament late October, so less than a month away until state tournament soccer for 2021. Take a break. Second half of play is on the way. Totino-Grace Maple Grove girls soccer continuing on CCX after this.
When you adopt a shelter pet, you discover their unique mix of all kinds of traits.
Where'd Wiley go? Where's Wiley? Ah, there she is. Paw?
Do you remember being an ancient wolf? Do you ever feel the call of the wild?
You're a renegade cop, and I'm a con woman with nothing to prove. But together, we could really solve this murder.
They're a little bit of a lot of things, but all of them are pure love.
I'm John Jacobson. Welcome back to Maple Grove High School. Northwest Suburban Conference girls soccer. No score between Totino-Grace and Maple Grove. Let's look at the Northwest Suburban Conference standings coming in to play tonight. Maple Grove's had a great season. 9-0-1 in the conference. Their one loss in non-conference match last weekend is Stillwater. Had one tie early in the season. And so they stand a half a game ahead of Centennial. Always seems to be their rival in both the conference and for section for many years. Then Rogers in third, Andover and Blaine tied for fourth. Champlin Park. Look at those top 6 teams, 7 teams really, all pretty close. And then you drop down to Elk River, Coon Rapids, Spring Lake Park, Osseo, Armstrong, Anoka, and Park Center. State rankings in Class 3A, Edina's really been strong. Centennial is at number 2, then Rosemont, Stillwater, Maple Grove at number 5 this week. Lakeville North, Rogers had a really good season there in number 7. White Bear Lake, Mounds View, and Wayzata rounding out the top 10. More plays up for you to vote on. Voting closes on Monday morning. Go to Play of the Week at ccxmedia.org. And we're underway in the second half. Early throw in for Totino-Grace. Ball played ahead to Laney, and getting back defensively was Quall. Knock it back to Kotzman. Midfield, Grace with control. Pass to Kane, trying to get it back to Mackenzie Kane. This one's blocked by Marco Voorhees. Loose ball and played ahead by Raymond. And now Zimmerman. Nice job to play it to herself here. Crossing attempt. Blaska blocks that. Off Blaska, throw in Maple Grove. And that one out of play off of Maple Grove. Goal kick for Keelan Cantwell. Will be taken instead by Hannah Glam. Senior defender will drive it out toward midfield. And out as Grace can't connect on that pass. Britton Lund on the throw-in. Zimmerman trying to drive past Blaska, gets a shot away and Cantwell the save. Maple Grove quickly with possession again. Played across midfield by Raymond, got broken up by Voorhees. Back it comes to Lund. Middle of the field, trying to go to Toms. Sullivan got it across midfield. Battle for the ball there between Nisler and Ling. Maple Grove got possession here. Zimmerman dropping it back. Chipped ahead, cleared by Grace. Maple Grove getting another chance. Trying to feed it to Omar and could not quite get through. Chance for Zimmerman. And that one goes off Blaska now. It'll be a corner kick coming for Maple Grove. Their third of the match.
Corner kick for your Crimson. Corner taken by McKenna Callan.
McKenna Callan. Front of the net, a lot of bodies there in front. Nobody from Maple Grove can get a shot away. And then driven up the sideline by Grace out of trouble. Crimson gain control again, only for a moment. Cleared away by Totino-Grace across midfield. Lund let it go out and throw it in. Was over Kane's head, but sent back out by the Eagles. And another one, this one off of Margot Voorhees and out. Zimmerman can't control that pass. It's over to Totino-Grace. And it comes knocked down there by Laney. Take away Maple Grove. Chipped by Nisler. Head to Omar, back to Nisler. Trying to play it through. Zimmerman gets a foot on it. Got played off the ball. Cross to the middle. Nisler gets a foot on it. Shot attempt, and that gets broken up. Eagles clear it back out to midfield. Against Blaska, making a nice defensive play, taking away a shot chance there for Maple Grove deep. Long ball played by Lund. Got knocked down by Omar. Header. Ball free. Shot away here, and it's on the top of the net, out of play.
Shot just high by McKenna.
Callan on the shot, so we're getting a few more opportunities here early in the second half. Look at this one again off the foot of Callan. But we remain scoreless 6 minutes into the second half. Brandt across to Ling. Right side for Vance. Molly Vance, nice little move there, trying to get past the defender. Ball is free and then cleared away by Sullivan. Savard will throw it in. Eagles unable to control a goal kick, Maple Grove. Quall playing it out to midfield. Whistle, we get a foul here on Maple Grove. Their third of the match. And a free kick coming for Totino. Glam will drive a long one in. He was trying to pass that. Instead, went so far that game all the way to the keeper, Kotzman. Down the right side. Eagles pass gets intercepted. Ball comes to Lund on the defensive side here to the right. Back to the middle, played by Raymond across midfield for the Crimson. Zimmerman will chip it ahead. And to get it to Omar, though, and it's played out by Blaska, but Maple Grove will get a throw in. Whistle and a foul on Grace on Voorhees, just a second foul on Totino. Give a free kick for Maple Grove. Lund in front. And that's be headed by Maple Grove out of play. Lamb's free kick coming toward midfield. Touched out by Maple Grove. Throw in to Tino. Another throw in here for Maple Grove. And then off the foot of Savard and out. Fifth ranked Maple Grove, unranked Totino-Grace. No score here in the second half. Crimson coming in 10-1-1 in the season. Eagles 6-4-1. Callan head for Omar. Shot away and save made by Cantwell. Cantwell getting it to midfield. Headed out by the Eagles. Well played out by Glam, and we'll get a throw in for Maple Grove. Raymond will throw it in. Oh, off the crossbar on the scoring chance. Rebound trying Cantwell to save. Look at it again on the great throw in. And Nistler's shot just off the crossbar. Number try. Cantwell making the save. Maple Grove after tonight matches next Tuesday at home here against Andover, and then at Coon Rapids a week from tonight. Ball comes back deep again. Omar shielded off the ball by Glam. Comes back, Lund. To her left, and it's Vance to take it there for Totino-Grace across midfield. Crimson back in control. Eagles with 3 matches left after tonight. Next Tuesday at Park Center. Next Thursday at home against Rogers, and then they'll wrap up the regular season Saturday the 9th against Rochester Lords. And then playoffs starting right after that. Now Grace with a scoring opportunity perhaps. Ball out. It was Brandt. Let's look at it again. Brandt coming in. Raymond played the ball. And so good job by Raymond there. Playing the ball, not the player. And able to get the goal kick for her team. Britt Lund, senior, getting him throw in. Lauren Zimmerman. Waska in front of her. Zimmerman crossing in front, a shot, and Cantwell gets the big save. Perhaps the best scoring try tonight for Maple Grove. They had a couple of them here. A nice crossing pass, and Cantwell able to make the save on Omar. Look at that again. Zimmerman gets a step. Omar's there. Cantwell in position to make the save. Margot Voorhees drives it out. Maple Grove throwing. We can get substitutions for both sides here. Pouliot and Ella Voorhees in for Totino-Grace. And for Maple Grove, Gutstansky and Kelsey Wentland, number 24. over to Totino-Grace. Whistle and foul here on Maple Grove. Their fourth of the match. Free kick, Totino-Grace. Glam, middle of the field. Cleared on the header by Quall. Pass too far for Gostansky, and she goes down. She topples over Margot Voorhees. Take away by Nisler for Maple Grove. Omar in the midfield area to Gostansky. Trying to get it for Zimmerman. And a good job on the takeaway by Margot Voorhees. Back to the Maple Grove end. Crimson move it ahead. Raymond keeps it on the ground. Zimmerman gets a touch on it. Gets a touch on it again. And finally getting out on top of the ball is Cantwell. Zimmerman went down over. Oh, nice moves there by Lauren Zimmerman. There's the second one. And just can't get there before Cantwell comes out and covers up on the ball. Definitely more scoring chances here in the second half for Maple Grove. But again, nothing in the back of the net yet, and it's still scoreless. So they played 58 minutes here this evening in Maple Grove. Midfield and out. Off of the Eagles. Throw in Maple Grove. Nisler cross it to the middle. Omar with the header. Goes wide to the left. Wentland trying to chase it down there. Battling Savard for control. Out of play. Throw in for Totino. Excuse me, for Maple Grove. Throw in will be taken by Bree Sullivan. Off MG. Goal kick to Totino-Grace. Totino-Grace trying to get something going offensively here midway through the second half. Long one rolled back. Boy, it just got to Kotzman. His Vance was making a mad dash for the ball for the Eagles. But Kotzman able to get to it and clear it out to midfield. Nisler now for Maple Grove. Got Omar and Zimmerman ahead on the right. Omar gains control. Back up the sideline, cross to the middle by Gostansky. Clear to the sideline by the Eagles. Back to Maple Grove. Nisler turning as the defender went down. Zimmerman shielded pretty well from being able to make a move on the goals. Glam was right behind her. Now gets past two defenders, lost it out of play, and it's back over to Totino-Grace. Both Glam and Savard making sure she didn't get an opportunity to put the ball out in front of the net. 19 minutes to go in a scoreless second half. Here come the Eagles. Laney able to get the ball out front, shot away, and diving out for the stop is Kontzman. Probably the best scoring try so far tonight for Totino-Grace. Trying to get another one here. Pass missing to Vance. They will get a throw in though deep in the Grove end.
Subbing in for the Eagles, number 13, Kayla Terhar.
Kayla Terhar in for Totino-Grace. Here's Vance getting a chance, and that shot into the hands of Kontzman. Omar playing it off to Wendland. Down in the corner, the Eagles get the takeaway, and then pass up the sideline is off of Maple Grove, so Grace will keep possession. Takeaway for the Crimson, a shot away, saved by Cantwell, able to make the stop on Gustansky. Ball trapped there at midfield by Vance. Vance trying to go after it again, but beaten to the ball. Crimson trying to turn it back. Zimmerman looking to feed it to Omar. Cleared out by Totino-Grace. Savard all the way across to Margot Voorhees. Couldn't keep it in play. Throw in Maple Grove. Lane Gates into the match for Maple Grove. There's Gates now trying to get the pass ahead. That got broken up by Totino-Grace. Left side, Vance can't keep it in play. Throw in for MG. Comes to Nisler. To Gates. Omar trying to turn, get a little chance, but get cut off there by Glam. Ball to the middle in the air and caught out of the air by Catwell. Keelan Catwell has been especially busy here in the second half. Under 15 minutes to play. Throw in Maple Grove. Played out by Savard. Throw in by Lund for Maple Grove. At the ball to Nisler. Good takeaway for Totino-Grace. That was well played by Savard. But again, it's back over to Maple Grove. Grace got one pass connected up midfield, and that was it. Back out again off Savard. Another throw in for the Crimson. Throw in by Raymond. Out of play. Goal kick for Totino-Grace.
Number 21, Chloe Nuts.
Lawrence Newstead and Chloe Nuss back into the match for Totino-Grace. Gates pass off to the left in the middle of the field. Here's a shot away, and that'll go wide. Throw in Maple Grove. Lund on the throw in. And it on net. The save made by Cantwell. Coming up on CCX, you'll see the #1 team in the state in Class 3A boys soccer, Maple Grove, take on Totino-Grace. That coming up in about 40 minutes or so here live on CCX. Long ball off the free kick, on a bounce right to Cantwell. Got it across midfield. Crimson got control again and intercepted by the Eagles. Comes to Nuss. Pass to the middle of the field, broken up by Maple Grove. Kostanski, that broken up, taken away from her. Maple Grove getting it back. Lund to Gates. Chance here, and that gets blocked. Back to Kostanski again. Not a Nissler. Shot away, and the stop made by Cantwell. Whistle, foul on Maple Grove, gives Totino-Grace a free kick. Glam on the free kick. Long one, bouncing and able to make the stop. Was Kotzman a step ahead of Kiera Laney. Cleared out by the Crimson toward midfield. Here's Totino-Grace. Nuss, freshman. Ball gets deflected to the sideline and unable to keep it in was Laney.
Filling in for your Crimson, number 10, Julia Lewis.
Takeaway for Maple Grove. Ball is loose. Shot away on the save by Cantwell. Is able to make the stop on Kendall Quall. And we play on scoreless with under 9 minutes to go in the second half. 2 5-minute non-sudden death overtimes would follow if we get no scoring here. The sideline trying to keep it in was Nuss, couldn't do so. Throw in Crimson by Lund. Right at the sideline, that's going to go off of Savard. Throw in by Lund. Missed trying to get it to Omar, and just Cantwell just got there a step ahead of Gates. Another takeaway for Maple Grove. Totino-Grace is not able to sustain much with the getting even a couple of passes strung together, especially here in the second half. It's been all Maple Grove. Of course, nothing in yet. It's been a busy second half for goalie Kaylin Cantwell. We get a whistle and a foul on Totino-Grace. We get a free kick coming for the Crimson. It's like Britt Lund will take it. Curves it out in front. Omar trying to get free now. A shot away through traffic and comes to Cantwell, who is alert, not knowing where that ball is going to come from, and makes another stop. To midfield, trying to connect with Laney there. Right side, driven back across midfield to Laney. Pass intercepted by Gostansky, got across midfield. Eagles regain possession. Here's Laney to feed it off on her right, trying to get to the middle of the field now to Snewstead, and Maple Grove quickly covering up and sent it out. Grove has played well defensively, snuffing out really any scoring chances Tino thought they might get tonight. And they got close. It's been defenders who have done a good job of really staying between the Eagles midfielders and forwards and the goal. This one cleared to midfield on to the foot of Lewis. Right side pushed out by Totino-Grace. Throw in for the Crimson. Raymond on throw in. Yeah, this will go out off of Savard, defending against Julia Lewis, and it will give Maple Grove a corner kick. Britt Lund will take the corner.
Eagles, number 4, Molly Vance. Number 8, Mackenzie Keene. Number 10, Caitlin Brandt. Subbing in for the Crimson, number 15,
Vance,
Lauren
Kane, and Brandt all in for Totino-Grace. Zimmerman for Maple Grove. Now off the corner, goes to the far side. Ball loose. That goes off an Eagles player. Cleared up the field by Ling. Shot back toward and the net, and Canwell has to dive out to make the save on that. Another really good scoring chance for Grove. Look at it again. Canwell making the stop. This ball sails wide, not a play. Goal kick to Totino-Grace. Kaylin Cantwell has been the difference tonight for Totino-Grace. Between what right now is a scoreless tie and a Maple Grove lead and possible victory. 3.5 minutes to go in the second half. Foul on Maple Grove. Free kick for Totino-Grace. The Eagles have played well. This is a very good Maple Grove team, and they have hung around and played scoreless. Kept Maple Grove off the board, just needing one chance. Trying to get what could be a game-winning goal at this point. Off of Maple Grove, throw in for Totino-Grace. Savard put it on net, and it was coming to the short side, and Kotzman gets there to cover up the maul. Kotzman to midfield, broken up nicely by Ling. Taken back by the Crimson. Here comes Quall, got cut off on the ball. And Grace gets it. Laney dropping it for Terhar, got it across midfield. Back out to midfield for Maple Grove. Pass behind Quall. Race after it, but had cut off on the play. Now taken by Lund. Lund's got some free space, trying to curve the pass to the middle. Ball is free, shot away, and it's out of play. Back over to Totino-Grace. Here comes Laney. Touched by Brandt. Cleared away right side, trying to get it to Vance. Vance battling for control, shot away, and it goes off of Maple Grove's Bree Sullivan and out. Vance got knocked down. We're going to get a corner kick for Totino-Grace. It'll be their first of the night. We've got Vance, number 4, going against Sullivan. With a minute to play, we'll get a corner kick for Totino-Grace. Out in front, ball comes free. Vance getting it again. Trying to get a short pass off, and that's sent back out to midfield by Maple Grove. Here come the Crimson. With 30 seconds to go in regulation. Ball comes ahead. Cantwell dives out in front of it and gets to the loose ball. Omar was the forward, trying to close in on the ball. And Keelan Cantwell, as she has been all night, able to make the stop. And we will go to overtime.
3, 2, 1.
80 minutes of soccer, not enough to decide this one tonight. 0-0. Totino-Grace, Maple Grove tied here in girls soccer. We'll take a timeout, come back. Overtime next on CCX.
CCX Media is the first place you go for local news and sports. But did you know you can sign up for those stories to go straight to your inbox on our website? Simply go to ccxmedia.org. Click on the subscribe button, and from there choose which notifications you want to receive. Then we'll send your favorite CCX Media news, sports, and city events straight to your inbox. Sign up now at ccxmedia.org.
Ingrid Kotzman in net for Maple Grove, trying to keep this one scoreless. We've seen Kaylin Cantwell plenty for Totino-Grace in goal for the Eagles. Have helped push this match into overtime. Play 2 5-minute overtimes. Teams will switch ends after 5 minutes. Not sudden death, so potentially you could have more than one goal in the 10 total minutes of play. Ball played by the Crimson to midfield. Comes to Vance for Totino-Grace. And then chipped away by Sullivan across midfield. Gates will drive it ahead. Trying to get it to Omar, and out comes Cantwell to get to the ball first. Out to midfield off the foot of Laney. Back to Savard. Keeps it in play. Short pass ahead to Terhar. To midfield as the Eagles look to string something together. Trying to spring it to Vance, but that got taken by Sullivan at first. And then driven across midfield by Lund. Eagles on the move again. Pass ahead. Ball goes behind Vance and out of play. Throw in Totino. Margot Voorhees. Pass skips past the foot of Brandt. And Maple Grove getting it to midfield. Chip back ahead. Brandt knocks it down. Gates taking the pass from Wentland. Played by Nissler ahead. Chased down by Qual, far sideline. Well, lost it though. Laney takes it away for TG. Out to midfield, the Vance. Knocked off her foot by Sullivan. The Vance will get a throw in. 2:20 to go in the first overtime. Brandt trying to catch up to that ball, but cut off by by Toms. Back it comes, and quickly having to get rid of it was Kotzman as Vance was coming right in on her. Here's Laney, taken away from her, and a good play by Avery Toms. Cross midfield. Wentland. Looking to chip it ahead and does. And a play by Savard that kept that from being a scoring chance for Maple Grove. Qualls was down deep. Free kick here for Grove. Toms. Header by Omar, and again, just a step ahead of Maple Grove. She's been all night. It's Cantwell.
One minute.
Minute to go here in the first overtime. Play, throw in Totino.
For the Eagles, number 18,
Julia Pouliot in for Totino-Grace. Brandt got broken up by Gostansky, who put it across midfield. Eagles chip it down the left side. 15 seconds left. Crossing deep, Raymond defending well there.
5, 4,
Ball still loose, but
2,
Raymond really
1.
keeping that from becoming scoring chance for Totino-Grace. Defending well there against Mackenzie Kane of the Eagles. So we switch ends and play the final 5 minutes tonight. Regular season ends next Thursday for Maple Grove, next Saturday for Totino-Grace. Seeding for the section playoffs that weekend, section tournament play the week of October 11th, including the section championships the week of the 18th.
So the for the Eagles, number 2, Kira Laney, and number 11, Ella Buhus.
Well, 5 minutes to go. See if someone can punch one in here before we leave the air. Jay Wilcox will be along for the boys telecast later this evening on CCX. Maple Grove on the move. Nestler got broken up by Savard. Back come the Eagles now. Laney lost control and is driven by Lund out to near midfield. Ball not kept in on the sideline. It'll be a throw-in for Maple Grove. Lund to put it in play. Broken up by the Eagles. Played out toward midfield to Brandt. Right side for Toms. Excuse me, for Ella Voorhees, rolling down the sideline and touched out by Bree Sullivan. Got a throw in here for Ella Voorhees. Able to get it in onto the foot of Laney. Laney with a shot that goes wide. Ball is loose, but fortunately for Grace, Vance not in position to get a shot away. That was an open net, but nobody in a white jersey back behind on the backside of Ingrid Kotzman there. 3 minutes to go in the second overtime. Cecilia Savard getting it in play. Played out front by Laney on the cross. Voorhees trying to get a shot away. And the Crimson clear it. Now it's Ling. Ling's got some space. Trying to play the through ball ahead, and it is out of play, and a goal kick for Maple Grove. Well, that was the right idea. Trying to feed it ahead to Caitlin Brandt. Just a little too far. Toms drives it out on the goal kick, but Totino-Grace intercepts. Knocked down by Laney. Number 2, and taken away from her. Good play by Kostanski, got it across midfield. Maple Grove trying to mount something with under 2 minutes to go in the match. Overrun there by Lewis. Kostanski playing it toward the front of the Eagles net, but cleared away by their D. Ball to Laney. The pass didn't connect, and played back by Raymond to Kotzman. Well, we had a foul back upfield on Maple Grove, so we're going to get a free kick for Totino-Grace. Lamb's got a strong leg. She'll put it to the net and goes wide. From that distance, she had the strength to get it there, but just was a little off target. Minutes ago now in the match. Ball chipped ahead, intended for Omar. Knocked down now by Lewis. Ball played ahead, cleared by Glam. Trying to get it to Omar, and does redirect it on net where the save was made by Cantwell off the pass from Quall. Right at 15 seconds to go. Grace will have to hurry, and they're not going to have time.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So we get a scoreless tie in the girls' match tonight between the Eagles and the Crimson. Some good scoring chances for Maple Grove, especially there in the second half. Kaylin Cantwell able to stop everything that came her way. Ingrid Kontzman also shut out of the other end for Maple Grove. With the tie, Maple Grove goes to 10-1-2 on the season. Totino-Grace now 6-4-2. Good match tonight. Good luck to these teams in the postseason with section tournament play starting in less than 2 weeks. That will do it for our girls telecast tonight. For all of our crew, I'm John Jacobson. Final score again tonight for Maple Grove High School. Totino-Grace 0, Maple Grove 0.